I discovered my mother-in-law was sabotaging my fertility treatments. She wanted her real daughter to give her the first grandchild. Every injection is torture. It's not just the needle but also hope. In 3 years and 5 rounds of in vitro fertilization, I spent all my savings of $127,000. Dr. Martinez couldn't explain why my body rejected every embryo. Sometimes it just doesn't work, she said gently, while I sobbed with one tissue after another. My mother-in-law Patricia is my pillar of support. When David was on a business trip, she drove me to an appointment, hold my hand when taking the egg. Even when I couldn't stand getting an injection myself, he would give me an injection. Don't worry, dear, she whispered as she prepared the syringe. God has his own plans. Meanwhile, David's sister Emma unexpectedly became pregnant with her third child. Patricia threw her another luxurious baby welcome party while I sat in the corner, smiling through the pain with the swollen injection site hidden under the loose dress. After our fifth failed transfer, our point of collapse emerged. When I was organizing the medicine cabinet, I found some strange things. The progesterone bottle that Patricia has been dealing with for me looks different. The label is correct, but the liquid is wrong. I took a bottle to my friend who works in the laboratory. As a result, my knees bent. Normal saline. For several months, I have been injecting normal saline instead of progesterone, hormones necessary for maintaining pregnancy. Patricia has been changing my medicine. I didn't confront her. Not yet. On the contrary, I installed hidden cameras at home. What I captured destroyed everything I had about my family. Patricia came over while we were working. She has an emergency key. She walked straight to the medicine cabinet, emptied my medicine bottle, and filled a medical supplies bag with physiological saline Ganani. Practice. It seems that she has done it 100 times already. But this is not the worst part. She made a phone call later. Emma, this is done. She won't get pregnant during this cycle either. The first grandson is yours, baby, just as we planned. Emma smiled. My sister-in-law would pretend to comfort me every time I had a negative test result, and she would smile. Thank you, Mom. I can't wait to see David's expression when he realizes that his defective wife can't give birth to a child for him. I was sitting in the car watching this video, shaking terribly. I thought I was going to break it. It's been 3 years, dozens of programs. My marriage is on the verge of breakdown. My body has suffered trauma. My hopes have been stifled time and again. All of this is because Patricia wants her biological daughter to have her first grandson. Because I am not blood. Because I am just a woman who stole her own son. That night I showed it to David. He threw up. Then he called the police. Patricia's arrest made headlines. A practicing nurse was accused of interfering with in vitro fertilization. She used her medical knowledge to precisely calculate how to make me fail without causing obvious harm. The prosecutor called it reproductive assault. Emma was accused of being an accomplice. Those accidental pregnancies, it happened to coincide with my failure. She has been tracking my cycle and reporting to Patricia to make sure she is always ahead of me during the trial. Other matters also came to light. Patricia broke David's high school girlfriend's contraceptive measures, pretend to be ill to break off the engagement with the university. It took me decades to control his feelings, but I was the first to hold on until I married him. She was sentenced to 7 years. Emma got 3, but to my disappointment, we can't try anymore. One failure after another. Drugs, surgeries, emotional trauma. All of these have harmed my body and cannot be repaired. Patricia not only stole our embryos, she stole our future. David cut off all contact with his family. We moved all over the country, stopped the adoption process, attempt to rebuild, but last week I received a letter from the prison. Patricia said without regret, "They were never meant to be your children. They were supposed to belong to Emma. I am protecting my real grandchildren and preventing them from having the wrong mother." She still believed that what she did was right. Still believed that blood is everything. It's still impossible to tell that she has been killing hope stitch by stitch time and again. We are going to adopt a pretty little girl next month. Patricia will never see her. I never knew her name.